Right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 486. Now, last week I said that there was going to be some more excitement, more fun on the horizon. Well, we reached the horizon. Here we are, man. The Mummy Returns, 2001. Yeah, Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, Arnold Vosloo, Patricia Velasquez, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock at the time. But yeah, and a whole bunch of other people I cannot name right now. John Hannah, I think. But yeah, a whole other bunch of people I can't name right now. But yeah, The Mummy Returns, man. I tell you, this movie, yeah, one of the biggest blockbusters of 2001. I think it was like the third biggest movie to come out in that year. And yeah, I tell you, yeah, watching this movie, rewatching it all these years, keep watching it all these years, but rewatching it before doing this review. And yeah, this movie is still fun to watch, man. Still fun to watch, you know. You know, whenever AMC do one of their little marathons, they will put on the Mummy Returns. And yeah, it's still fun to watch, man. Yeah, yeah, great movie, great movie, great movie. I mean, it delivers on the excitement, the adventure, the action. Not on the graphics though. Graphics 100% dated. I mean, the army of Anubis, looked pretty good back in the day, back in 2001. But once you start to update everything, put it in HD format, and then you got like the 4K format, everything like that. Oh boy. But yeah, that's Anubis's army. The Scorpion King, however, woo, rough. Especially back in the day, rough. Yeah, I tell you. Scorpion King looked like a damn PlayStation 2 game. And I bet you when you play the game, Mummy Returns game on PlayStation 2 back in the day, Scorpion King would look a lot better in the game than he did in the movie. So yeah, that explains a lot. So yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, Scorpion King, how he looked in this movie, half rock, half scorpion, you know, a giant centaur-like monster, you know. But yeah, work with what you got. That's what they do. That's what they did. They work with what they had. And yeah, Scorpion King, looked it okay. Could have been better, but still, didn't look good though. Yeah. So yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah. We had Rick and Evelyn, Evie, their son Alex. Yeah, he got the bracelet of Anubis clinged onto his wrist, and yeah, he got just a few short days to get it off to bring it to the pyramid. Otherwise, by sun up, he's done for. He's a goner. And yeah, the Scorpion King will rise and destroy the whole world. Well, yeah, this is one of those movies that's a race against time because yeah, they had a few days to get to the pyramid. You know, yeah, the they raised the the mummy, the raised Imhotep again. Yeah, they dug him up just so he can be the one, because he's the only one that is tough enough to take out the Scorpion King. So yeah, they dug him up so he can take out the Scorpion King and control Anubis's army. You know, that's their plan. So yeah, Rick and Evelyn, they got to stop Imhotep's cult, and yeah, they have to save their son in order to keep the Anubis's army at bay and keep the Scorpion King out of the picture. Well, you know, things halfway worked out. I mean, they saved their boy, but the Scorpion King has risen, and yeah, you know, before after we saw Matthias, our man Matthias, after we saw him, after we saw our man Matthias, after we saw him, do his thing, fight, fight an army and get defeated eventually. I guess age will catch up to you, man. Because, back in the day, the first Scorpion King movie, Matthias, he was whooping ass left and right, But yeah, I guess age will catch up to you. You're not as virile as you once was, So yeah, Matthias and his army, they lose a battle. They become slaves, travel through the desert. Each one of them drops off from the desert heat. But Matthias, he's the last of the of the mall. He makes a pact with Anubis. Yeah, he'll sell his soul just so he can get a new army, get revenge, rule Egypt. And once he did, Anubis, well, he lived up to his pact. Yeah, he lived up to his end of the bargain. Took Messiah's soul, and that set up the adventure of this movie. So yeah, I pretty much spoke backwards on everything that happened, but yeah, that's the basic, basic plot of the movie, pretty much. But like I said, man, this movie, yeah, it is just 100%, 100% purely delivered. The action, the adventure, I mean, hell, seeing what went down in the first movie, seeing events that went down in the first movie, they extended on it in this movie. They gave Evelyn a really good backstory. She is I guess you could say reincarnated princess of a pharaoh, of the pharaoh from the first movie. She is the princess of him. She is the pharaoh's daughter. Yeah. Yeah, she's a reincarnated. She is the reincarnation of her. While, Anaxa the moon. She her reincarnated body returns, and Imhotep uses her body to as a vessel to get Anaxa the moon's soul back into it. So yeah, everything is it all makes sense once it fall into place. And I'm not even making sense of it because I'm pretty much chopping it into it. But yeah, like I said, man, this movie delivers on the action and adventure. That's what really counts, man. The action and the adventure. I mean, seeing those little Zuni doll things, you know, that was like the comic relief of the movie, you know. Them and Evelyn's brother Jonathan, you know, seeing him, you know, be the imbecile that he is, you know. I tell you, yeah, great stuff to come out this movie. A lot of great moments to come out this movie, you know. You know, great fight scene between Imhotep as immortal, because you know once he entered the pyramid, Anubis took his powers because he wishes to fight him as a mortal. So yeah, Imhotep, you know, he had to be human and fight the Scorpion King. Yeah, that's a test for him. Yeah, eventually, you know, he defeats Scorpion King and he gets his powers back and he controls the army. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, you know, but yeah, you know, Rick, you know, since he turned out to be a warrior for God, you know, he intercepts this whole thing. And yeah, this special weapon, this golden scepter that opens up into a spear, yeah, he uses that. And he takes out the Scorpion King. And yeah, you know, go to hell and take your friends with you, you know, before they get pulled into the underworld, you know. You know, Evelyn, she goes and saves Rick, while next on the moon, she goes and saves herself. And yeah, Imhotep, you know, he has nothing now. He accepts his fate and he falls into the underworld, you know. While next on the moon, she falls into a pit of scarabs. So yeah, you know, like I said, great moments to come out this movie. Hell of a race against time, you know. Lots of excitement, lots of suspense, you know. Heart racing, post-pounding action. Great stuff great stuff all around. Great stuff all around. Overall, 5 out of 5. This movie, 100% damn good shit. That's my review, Jack. And I'm sticking to it. The Mummy Returns. Hell of a movie, man. Hell of a movie still to this day. Now, next week, man. Next week, I'm going to prison. Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames is going to fight in a prison fight, a prison boxing match. And we'll see who is really undisputed. So you keep it locked right here for that. Check out my other shit right here and subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is off.